Hey y'all, it's me, Kimberly Clark, and welcome to another episode of, What Happened to Your Face?
What happened to your face?
I just got back from I think 2.5 week trip to New York City, Toronto, and Syracuse. I was performing in a show in Toronto. I was doing a workshop in New York, and I also attended my friend's wedding in Syracuse and performed at her Sangeet, which is the night before celebration of a traditional Indian wedding. I just had an amazing couple weeks seeing all of my friends and everyone that I have, not seen for a really long time because I live in a new place now. So I just got back this morning. I took a nap and I went out to karaoke to host my weekly night at Good Friends. It is also the 4th of July, so I've got this, I don't know how this is looking right now. I had a great night tonight. I want to give a special shout out and a happy birthday to Victoria, one of my fabulous subbies who came on out. Hey girl, how you doing? I love meeting you guys in person. Thank you so much for coming out and saying hi and, let me know, hey, I'm real, you're real, we'll be real together, let's do it. I just wanted to talk about a couple of things that I'm wearing tonight and some things that I'm not wearing, but I've kind of had experience with over the last 2 weeks. So this is a little what happened to my face, what happened to everything over the last couple weeks type of deal. Anyway, I gotta take the clip-ons off. Ow. Oh God. Ooh, those are rough ones. I am so sunburned right now. I don't know if you can kind of tell, my shoulders really bad. I went to the beach yesterday when I was back in New York, and I really tried to reapply and be diligent about the sunscreen. As you may know, I am a ginger. I have very pale skin my entire life. I've been, very concerned about sun and sun exposure. I did an okay job, but I missed a couple patches, missed a couple patches, shoulders, a little bit on one thigh. Who knows how that happens. Anyway, but I'm in pain. I've been in pain, physical skin pain for a while, but the earrings are these clip-ons are more painful. There's something to be said about the pain of beauty and what it does to distract from other pains, which I think is just a fascinating topic. I know a lot of drag queens are drag hurts. And I'm well, drag does hurt, but femininity in a kind of contemporary beauty standard context hurts. Heels hurt everyone, not just drag queens. They're painful, Anyway, so I feel there's some more interesting thoughts to be said about that in some upcoming videos, maybe about beauty and gender and my Listen Up series or something. Anyway, let me know if you have any kind of thoughts about specifically pain and beauty, how it relates to gender. And I'm very interested in all of that. So the earrings, pain. Okay, so now that they're gone, let's just talk about let's get the nail shit out of the way. In one of my last nail tutorial, I talked about this. This is OPI Nail Envy. This was sent to me via OCTOLY. OCTOLY is a service that connects creators and brands. It's kind of like a middleman that allows you to get free product to review from brands without having to kind of cultivate a brand relationship with them. For someone like me, this service is very valuable because I cultivate animosity between me and brands. I talk shit about makeup brands, so it's unlikely that someone would be like, wow, thanks for just totally making fun of the graphic design of my brand's palettes for several years. Let me send you something. Anyway, that doesn't happen to me. Anyway, so OCTOLY is a great service for me to be able to get product to review. It's also a great service for anyone that's a YouTube creator or beauty blogger of any kind. I think you can do lots of different types of reviews. Basically, you get sent a product, and you have to post a review within a certain amount of time. So if you want to learn more about OCTOLY or to sign up yourself if you're a creator, please check the link down in the description box below. Anyway, but this was one of the products that I was sent from OCTOLY. And because I love this so much, and I used it in my nail tutorial, and I've used it for years after this OPI Nail Envy Nail Strengthener, I wanted to try some other products from OPI that I've never tried before that were new. Now, I ordered from OCTOLY these two products. This is the OPI Nail Lacquer. This is just their regular nail polish formula. This is in the shade Exotic Birds Do Not Tweet. I don't know. It's from their Fiji collection. It is a yellow. And then this is their OPI Plumping Volumizing Top Coat. I wanted to try this because I've really been sticking with my Seche Vite top coat, and I know I will get to the Glisten and Glow HK Girl that I know is everyone's holy grail. I will order some of that. I have to. It's on my list. But since this was available, I was like, ooh, this seems new and interesting. I shall try this and see how it works. I just want to talk about this yellow nail polish first. No, I'm not wearing this right now, but over the last 2 weeks, I have rocked this pretty hard. I got this because I was interested in finding the perfect yellow nail polish. Now, if you're a nail person, as I am, as you can see by my nail polish collection, yellow nail polish is really hard. It's hard to get it very opaque in a minimal number of coats, and it stains, usually. I gotta say, this formula is all of the worst offenders. It totally stains. It is opaque in 3 coats, maybe like you might even need a 4th to really make it kind of solid, and the formula is just not there. Honestly, my current favorite yellow nail polish, it's this. It's called Dough, like D''OH, which is a horrible name, but it's like Simpsons, the Homer Simpson. But it's by Wet n Wild. This was like 99 cents or something. But I prefer this formula to this. Actually, I hate to say that, but I think it's a little thicker and a little more opaque. This was kind of a total fail for me. I actually wore this, but I'll insert some pictures of some early wear of this yellow nail polish on my fingers and then some kind of wear down the line. I did use this in conjunction with the base coat and the top coat. And then I also used this on my toes without a base coat. That really was not fun. I don't know if I want to even go into this or just, but like it made my toenails peel. Like I don't know. And on my fingers, like this did not wear very long. It chipped pretty quickly. Not amazing. And honestly, this top coat, it's supposed to be plumping. I noticed nothing plumping about this compared to Seche Vite. The most plumping top coat I've ever used, I guess, would be like Seche Vite, or I was gonna say the Butter Freedom, that kind of gel top coat, but this is like, oh, it's like a gel plumpy thing. Nuh-uh, I don't really know. I mean, it seems very thin. Compared to Seche Vite, the consistency of it is pretty thin. You would think that a plumping top coat would be a little thicker in consistency. It's not. The claims of this, I'm just not. I know this is a new product, and I don't think, I would not repurchase this. I don't think it's plumping. I don't think it's really functional. So these are the 2 products from OCTOLY that I got from OPI that are kind of both fails for me. Sorry about it. I will say I did pick up a fabulous nail polish at the Duty Free in Canada. So I said I was in Toronto. I was doing a show called Ghost Rings by Half Straddle, which is the theater company that I compose music for. I composed the show along with Aaron Markey, and Tina Satter did the lyrics and directed it and wrote it.
A few small, tiny moments of soft touching.
It was a great show. We had a really lovely time. We were at the festival Luminato. It was great. I went through the Duty Free. Now, normally when I go through Duty Free, if I'm not broke, which it happens, the last couple times I went to Europe, like, no duty-free shopping for Miss Kim, let me just tell you. But this time I was able to pick up a polish from my favorite nail polish brand ever, Chanel. Let me qualify that. My favorite nail polish formula ever used to be the Sephora Formula X, but that is discontinued. So I've always loved Chanel polishes too. And this is a new formula. This is the new Chanel Long Wear Nail Polish formula. And this is in the shade 540 Liquid Mirror. I believe it is from the current collection. I don't know if it's spring, summer, or what, but it's this gorgeous metal, like it has a slightly blue undertone, but it really does feel like a liquid mirror. It doesn't really feel like chrome. It's like a little cooler and grayer than that. I don't know. Anyway, I am wearing this on my nails. Okay, they are chipped like crazy, But honestly, like I went to the ocean yesterday. I went in the sea, in the waves, in the sand. And the fact that there was any nail polish on my hands is a testament to this formula. I did not wear a base coat with this. I believe I did top it with the plumping top coat from OPI, but I do not think this did anything. So sorry, OP. But, you know, it's also on my toes too. And I'm not, can I show you my toes? Let's see how flexible I am. Oof. I can't really. You can't. Oh God. Okay. Just trust me on the toes. It's fully there. It's very. They've worn pretty damn well. And for a beach day. And I also wore this. Like I've been wearing it for like maybe since last Friday or last Thursday. So it's been 5 days. One of those days being a beach day. Hello. I say that's a nail polish win. So the new Chanel Longwear nail formula, it's not gel, it's still a regular nail polish. I think I'm sold. I really love these. This was, I think, 36 Canadian dollars, which I'm not sure what that translates to, something around 30-ish dollars, maybe a little less than that. Duty-free, tax-free, everything, because I was traveling internationally. That's really the only time I ever get these. And I'm really glad that I did because I love this. Liquid Mirror Nail Polish by Chanel. Fabulous. Is that all that happened to the nails? I think that's all that happened to my nails. Yes. I'm gonna skip my entire foundation, everything. It's the same. I did touch up just a little bit. Same as I always do. I touched up with my e.l.f. tone correcting powder while I was out, but I only did one touch up and I did it kind of at the end of the night just because I was kind of on my way home. And, I guess I don't have anything new to report. Today I am wearing Blue Marble instead of the Skindinavia setting spray. This is Blue Marble. I'm wearing this. Still works. We're in July now. Still got it. Still good. Anyway, this is the e.l.f. tone correcting powder that I used to touch up. It's just a beautiful kind of like multicolor powder that kind of just looks translucent and is very lovely and easy, very convenient, easy to travel with, has a beautiful mirror. I'm wearing an ombre of 2 highlights. These are both baked highlighters from e.l.f. I'm wearing the shade Blush Gems and Moonlight Pearls. Blush Gems is a little deeper and it is on the back of my cheeks. Moonlight Pearls is on the front of my cheeks. Now, Moonlight Pearls was sent to me from OCTOLY. I ordered it because a lovely subscriber of mine sent me this, Blush Gems. And because I was really enjoying this Blushed Gems, I was like, I wonder if there's a lighter version. And then lo and behold, I saw Moonlight Pearls on OCTOLY and decided to go ahead and order it, and here we are. The thing is with these, they are baked, so they could be used wet or dry very easily, but they also are a little stiff. So to get the kind of like payoff that you want, Moonlight Pearls, Blush Gems. In order to get like a swatch like this, you really have to scrape off the top layers. I think a lot of people have said that about these. It's totally true. If you go in the first time after opening them with your finger or your brush, you will get 0 product. You really have to kind of not break them up, but like get that top layer of bakedness off. Just saying, if you get these and you're like, oh, nothing's coming off, just scrape off the top layer, just keep swatching, it'll happen. These are subtle. They're VV subtle. Don't get me wrong, I love a shimmery highlight. I love it. But when we're talking like long wear and like really trying to like just do the basics of like get the face looking like the correct shape, sometimes I go for a more subtle highlight like this. And because these are baked, I don't know, I feel like you can't tell the ombre at all. Like I think, I have no idea if this highlight's even still visible. Like I can't really tell the difference between my shine and my face. But it is nice to give just like a quick, immediate kind of pop of highlight without being so shimmery and glittery that it really just goes against the kind of work that you've done to kind of structure your face and carve out your cheeks and make those cheekbones really pop. I don't know if that makes sense. I also am about to do a review of the Lunatic Cosmetic Labs Contour Palette number 2, the kind of deeper version, and I will talk a little bit more about structure and stuff like that in that video. Anyway, but suffice it to say, I really like these for a subtle highlight. If you're going for something subtle or you want something that you can wet and make more dramatic, but can also just very gradually build up, and something that's cruelty-free and really, really, really affordable, go for these e.l.f. baked highlights. They come in a lot of shades, and I think they're great for humid summer shine time weather. Liking these. brows. I just want to talk about brows really quick. You guys, I'm like kind of giving up on this brow pencil. I don't know. Okay, granted, I paint on my brows completely from scratch. There's no brow shape or hair that I'm filling in. I'm totally just painting it on a shaved forehead area. I shave my real eyebrows. And today, like I've done a lot actually in recent looks, I used this Rimmel waterproof eye definer from Rimmel London. It's just like a very narrow mechanical pencil. This is in the shade Rich Brown, number 212. It has a little smudger on the back that I don't use. I kind of think this isn't worth the effort, especially when it's warmer, because it's very warm now. It's like 90 degrees. Even though my house is AC'd, it doesn't really get, like, my makeup still is a little more emollient and liquidy than it should be, or than I'd like it. I gotta say, like, trying to smear this onto my face, it goes on fine, but then when I try to like really blend, like not blend it out, but like shape it with a brush, I feel like it just blends in with my foundation. Like, this is something that is really good for like a real brow, like just to fill in hairs, or to use like as an eyeliner if you're just gonna make like a clean stroke and then go with that. But for me, like, I'm really using this as like a cream product, and I think it sets a little too quickly, and then when it does, it really, like, if you try to mush it around, it just brings up the other product. Like, for me, it was like mixing with my foundation and stuff. Not really into it. If anyone has a really good eyeliner or brow pencil or any kind of pencil that works well over foundation, that's kind of creamy enough to be able to be shaped very specifically with like a brush, like an angled liner brush, but also then will become waterproof, let me know, because I don't know if I'm super into this. I loved these because they're super cheap. I use the black one too to tightline sometimes, but I don't know, I'm kind of like fading on my love of this Rimmel Exaggerate waterproof eye definer. I should just always go back to my Maybelline paint pot type thing, the smudge pot or whatever they're called. I forgot which video I did. I will link it below, but a video, Get Ready With Me, I think I talked about using my Inglot Duraline as a mixing medium with this Maybelline smudge pot to make a really, really easy to do waterproof eyebrow. I feel like I should just stick with that, even though it's a little bit more time consuming. I don't know. I feel like I'm always going back and forth between like pencils versus cream pot products for the brows. If you're someone that draws on their brows from scratch, let me know what your best friends are in products, because it's a journey for me. The glittery elephant in the room, girl. I want to give a huge shout out to Dee, one of my subscribers, that sent me a fabulous order from Beautylish. I've never gotten anything from Beautylish. She sent me a lot of products that she loves and wanted me to try, and Dee, thank you so much. I'm over the moon. I feel so spoiled. Like, it was amazing. And she sent me something that I don't think I would ever purchase on my own. And I'm really glad I never anti-hauled this, because I was close. I was coming close to it, because this is so hyped up. I think it's kind of, I hate saying, I think it's a little worth the hype. It kind of is. This is the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Gold Goddess. You know what these are. You've heard everyone talking about them. Liquid glitter with a doe foot applicator. Am I crazy about the doe foot applicator? No. Does this glitter product last longer on my eyelid than any other kind of foiling medium glitter product or anything that I've ever worn? Yeah. I don't know if you can see. Look at my creases. No creasing. Nothing. To compare these to like the Lit Liquid Metals, I'll link to that video below too. I mean, this is so much better. The base that I used for this is just a gold eye pencil from NYX. I have worn this several times. I tried it once with a white base. I've worn it again with a gold base and a gold eyeshadow, and then topped with this. And then today I'm just wearing it with the gold eye pencil base. I think these really benefit from having a similarly colored base. The white base was okay, but these aren't just crazy opaque. I mean, they're more opaque than a lot of like glitter eyeshadows even. And it is liquid. It like dries down. So you do a swipe like that. I mean, look at that. It's like golden glitter Rama. super reflective, super beautiful. It's almost like it doesn't really read as glitter. It really reads more like as like kind of crazy shimmery iridescence, like liquid metals, like kind of like what the lit liquid metals wanted to be, but weren't. I kind of am into, just for versatility's sake, using my favorite glitter glue, which is the NYX glitter primer, and then being able to use whatever color glitter I want, and putting it on and doing kind of delicate like ombres or shapes or whatever with them. This kind of is a little like, it's a little more broad than that, right? Like, I guess you could do an ombre with them, but blending them or mixing them with the doe foots seems a little odd and impractical. What this is perfect for is quick glitter impact. I like doing quick drag looks now. I try to make them as quick as possible. I try to get out the door, especially when I'm working for a whole night. I don't want to spend like hours getting ready and then like have it just melt off my face. Like, no, if I'm going to be rocking a hardcore long wearing look, I want to like have minimum getting ready time. So that means that it wears longer. If you spend like an hour getting ready versus 3 hours getting ready, you have like 2 extra hours of wear. I don't know if that's like a logic that anyone else uses, but I use that logic and I like it. It works for me in my brain. In terms of speed of application, this is the best. The best. You don't have any glitter glue you have to put on. You don't have anything. You don't have multiple layers. The only thing you have to do is put a base of the same color and then put this on top. You don't need an extra brush. Just use this. I didn't use an extra brush for this. I used the doe foot applicator on its own. I don't know what else. I'm not going to apologize or feel weird anymore. I guess all I'm going to say is, what are your favorite shades in this? Thank you, Dee, for sending me these. I do love this shade, by the way. It's kind of very neutral gold. Very similar to the shade I wore in my last What Happened to Your Face. That shade Determined, I think, from the Coffee Break with Danny Itzy collaboration. Which I still love. I still love those. But this is so damn quick. So expensive. But, oof. I know not every shade in this range has the same quality of formula. So I would highly advise doing way more research into these before you purchase them, but all I can say is this Gold Goddess shade, I love it. I think it's great. Finally, lips. I don't know what I was thinking with these lips. Do you know sometimes when you're like, you have ideas, you have an idea and you're like, oh yeah, I can do that, and then like you try to do it and it's like, nah. That's kind of what happened with these lips. I'm not sure. I wanted to try this new liquid lipstick formula that I picked up actually at a drugstore in New York when I was there last. I'm sorry, I'm gonna like root through I can't find this freaking lipstick shade. Okay, I just can't find. I'm gonna resign. Every time I see videos where someone's like, I can't find it, I'm like, look for it, find it. You're filming a video, find it. And now I'm doing it. Now I get it. I'll never judge anyone for not being able to find something ever again. It's the Wet n Wild Catsuit formula, which I've heard so much about. So many of you talked about these. Oh, it's sitting right in front of me. It's right there. It was so neutral, it just blended in. This is what I'm wearing. I'm wearing Rebel Rose. I'm pretty sure Heather from Ebby Loves Makeup talked about this as like a must-have shade. It's gorgeous. It's a really beautiful, I don't even know if you can see it. It's like a beautiful rosy shade. I think this is great. I'm into this formula. I wasn't super obsessed with the opacity of this. I thought it could have been a little more opaque, but this is what I have as a base for my lips. And then I was like, oh, I feel like I should just put a pop of color in the center. And I'm like, I want something that's just kind of like soft and subtle. And I was like, oh my God, I remembered I got this also from OCTOLY. This is the Lancome Matte Shaker in the shade Yummy Pink. I've worn this a couple times, and honestly, every time I've worn it, I've had to kind of like add something, either add a liner or whatever. I love that it also has a sticker that says caution, keep from heat, open flame. Why? Why is that? Why do we need a caution sticker? Is it going to explode because of the shaker? I don't know. Anyway, but I left that sticker on to remind me to mention it when I finally did a review of this product. But if you don't know anything about these have been so overhyped, so popular because everyone loves the juicy shakers, which are a kind of glossy thing. I gotta say, I ordered this from OCTOLY because I kind of was like, well, if that product's super hyped up, the juicy shaker, and this is the matte version, that's like a version that I could wear because I love a matte lip, because I'm a drag queen. It's really easy for me to reshape my lips, overline them when I'm using matte products instead of gloss, right? But I got this, and this isn't for me. This product is just not for me. It's just not. It's like got a kind of, it's a spongy cone. I don't know how this is helpful. This is a pigmented product. Like it's pigmented, but it's not super opaque, like as a liquid lipstick. And it stains. It stains like crazy. So I'm like, okay, it's like a lip stain, but why would you want something that stains this much with an applicator that is actually like not super precise? At least I don't think it is. It seems like it's a giant cone that, like, I guess if you want to just be very subtle and natural about it and like put it on your lip, I don't know. I don't really understand. Anyway, so what I did today was I put it on top of the lips, the Wet n Wild catsuit, and it looked okay. Like, okay. It wasn't enough for me, so I went back with this. This is my OCC Lip Tar in the matte formula, matte, and it's the shade Nylon. I much prefer this formula to this. This, I feel like for my purposes, is easier to work with because it's just a tube. You squeeze it out, use whatever brush you want, do what you gotta do. This, with the applicator, there's no other way to get the product out. You have to like shake it and let it be absorbed into this sponge thing, and then it seems a little gimmicky to me. For me, like if you're doing a matte liquid lip, you want precision. You want as much precision as possible, so you don't even need a lip liner. You can just go around the edges, you know, and have it be like a perfect matte shape. This is not gonna do that. At least I don't think it is for me. So I added this Nylon on top and I think it looks better. I still don't think it looks good. I don't think this lip works with this look. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was just like, ooh, well I've got gold and red and white and blue, pink. Like, I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure. Anyway, so yeah, and you know, I will say that the Wet n Wild catsuit, as you can see around the edges, looks amazing. Because it's basically what I used as a lip liner. I didn't use a traditional lip liner, I just used Rebel Rose around the edges. Now this applicator is it's a lot more precise actually. It's like kind of a hooked doe foot. I don't know if you can see that, but it was way easy to get that kind of precise line around the outer edges. Anyway, that's kind of my lip thoughts. Sometimes, you know, sometimes you just have those moments, those days with your face where it's just like, ugh, why did I do it? I don't know, but I did it and I gotta go. I gotta get out the door and just go. That's what happened to my face. Yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know if you've used any of these products. Like I said, that Stila glitter stuff. Let me know what your favorite shade. Honestly, I don't hear people talk about this enough. The efficiency of them is so ridiculous. Long wearing, efficient. Put it on fast, stays on all night. It should be marketed as like quick glitter now. And what I did was I used it to cut my crease. Like it's just so, ugh. So good. Anyway, I'm Kimberly Clark. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so you don't miss any more of these awesome, fun, practical videos. If you want to support me even more, consider making a per video donation to me on Patreon. If you are already doing that, I want to say thank you very, very much. There's a lot more fun stuff coming your way. If you're a patron of mine, you want to jump in that boat, you better jump in it now. It's going to be good. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Kimberly Clark. Bye.